entire day of Sunshine Act here. I was ready for mayor today.
You were.
We're all good to go.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll call this May 31st, 2022 meeting of the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners to order. Will all please rise for the pledge of allegiance by a brief moment of silence. Emily, would you lead us to the pledge?
Absolutely. I pledge
allegiance to the flag
of
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And all please remain standing for a brief moment of silence. Thank you, Vanessa, or Chris, please call the roll. So used to the
Commissioner
roll.
Spielvogel.
Here.
Commissioner Vogler.
Here.
Commissioner Boyd.
Here, I will note we're being live streamed right now. It's being broadcast for our YouTube channel for public consumption. Additionally, for our purposes in recording the minutes, anyone having business before the board, if you'd be able to speak into that microphone there so we can pick it up for our, again, our internal minutes. Row officer reports and comments. Dave, you have anything above me on what's already on the agenda?
I do not.
Emily, I guess you're technically with the row office. You have anything above me on what's already on the agenda?
I do not.
That was your time, say it.
Yeah, that's what you have, that's it. Public comments, do we have any member of the public here wishing to make comment? Go around, seeing none. Fiscal and contractual, we have no repository properties up for bid today. We have no advertising bids or proposals. We do have a receipt of bids and proposals for our 2022 Lawrence County Courthouse Courtyard Lighting Project. Controller Prestipine, if you'd be able to approach the bench, I'm gonna open up our bids. Just a courtroom report. Damn right. I get 1 hour a week, Dave. That's what I get.
I received 2 bids. They were both received in a timely manner. The first one, I don't know which one, but whatever that says. From Bruce and Larry's Electric Company, the total amount of the bid is $84,914.60.
Estimate's not looking so right.
Next one from Blackhawk Neff. Total amount of bid, $83,681.
Half off. Well, we budgeted 100,000, and that's why.
Great,
So,
okay.
any questions, comments on the bids?
No.
All right, I will take a motion to table the bids and refer them to the appropriate administrative officials.
So moved.
Second. A motion second, ready for discussion here, none, question on the motion, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries, thanks, Dave. Thank you. Up next, we have 2 warrant registers for May 23rd and May 24th, 2022. I'll give my colleagues a minute to check those over, and I'll take a motion to approve the warrant registers or not. I don't really know what happens if we don't.
I will move that we accept all 3 of the warrant registers.
Second. The motion is second. Is there any further discussion here? None, question on the motion. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Up next, we have minutes from Tuesday, May 24th. Let's make the Carrie Hahn comment about election policy. Unless there's any objections to that.
Say that again.
The under general public comments, Carrie Hahn comment about policy. Let's make that election policy.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wait.
Other than that, I have no changes.
I was not here.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
I'll motion. Second. Motion is second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Question on the motion. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Any extensions?
No.
No, you're aye, no abstention?
Pardon me?
You abstaining or you voting on that?
No, I'm going to abstain.
Okay, there you
Yes.
go.
I'm sorry,
Very good.
I was reading the minutes.
It's, we very rarely do
I'm so
abstain.
sorry. I know,
See what you
that's-
missed.
I'm seeing what I missed.
Nothing.
My apologies.
All right, minutes approved with one abstention. Staff reports, we have a member of staff here that hasn't even reported above me on from the agenda, hearing none. We have no written communications. Commissioner reports and comments, looks like I'm on deck first tonight. I'll comment, we held myself and Representative Bernstein, we held the first Lawrence County Municipal Economic Summit on last Thursday. We had 11 municipalities attending that represented 60,204 constituents from across the county. That's roughly 70% of the population of Lawrence County. The conversation was exceptional. Actually, I had one individual comment, I'm not going to use names, but I had one individual comment that in 35 years of working in local government, that no one ever pulled together all the municipalities to specifically talk about economic development. And so they were, gracious and glad for the opportunity to come together and discuss that. The interesting thing, this actually parallels my experience when I was on New Wilmington Borough Council. The municipalities largely all have the same needs when you look at economic development. At the end of the day, the bulkhead of the discussion revolved around how to expand and improve our infrastructure, whether that be water, sewage, broadband, in the city's case, roads. And different ideas were shared, different funding programs were shared, successes were shared in some townships that might be able to be replicated in other boroughs. And the other thing I'll note with it was we had attendance from the city of Newcastle, obviously the county's largest municipality, but smaller municipalities like Elport attended, Wampum, Bessemer. And it was certainly good to have them at the table because so often, if not by virtue of the courthouse being located in the city of Newcastle, we tend to focus a lot of time on the larger municipalities, Elwood City, Newcastle, Neshannock, Shenango, Mahoney, and Wilmington. And so it was certainly good to have some of the smaller municipalities represented at that event. The other thing that was interesting is everybody that was there is dissatisfied with the current economic development structure in Lawrence County. And so one of the takeaways and one of the things that each of those municipalities could go back to their governing boards and I think discuss a little bit is there a way to either form a new entity or potentially reform an existing entity to better promote economic development in Lawrence County and better accommodate the municipalities insofar as what they wish to see in their communities. I had one supervisor from a larger township, again, I'm not going to name names, come up to me after the conference, and he posed the question. He said, "Hey, I'm not trying to be, ignorant here, or I'm not trying to make fun of anything. What is the Lawrence County Economic Development Corporation? Because I've never heard of them." And that was a sentiment that was expressed across the board. At one point, I asked the question was posed, how many times has that entity been in contact with you over the course of the last couple of years? And one of the supervisors responded, partially sarcastically, partially not sarcastically, does that count the times that they ask us for money or not? And so again, I think that, it's certainly time for reform in our economic development systems, and we are slowly marching towards the reform that we so desperately need. But all in all, it was a great conference. I was pleased to be attendance. We had about 30 people again from across the county municipal representation. And we'll look forward to continuing those discussions over the next couple of months. That is all I had. Dan.
Thank you, Commissioner. The only thing I'll note, if I'm not mistaken, this month's, the June Planning Commission meeting, I believe, has been canceled. Mike, is that your memory as well?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll just make note that there will not be a
Yes.
Planning Commission meeting in June. That's all I have. Thank you.
Great. Loretta.
And I will comment on the several different Memorial Day ceremonies that there were throughout the county. I attended several. I know Commissioner Boyd, Commissioner Vogler, we were all throughout the county attending different ones, but it's nice to know that there were so many different ceremonies that were happening. So in remembrance of those that gave the ultimate sacrifice so that we have the freedoms that we do. So, yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It was good to see you. And Dan, your doppelganger, as we noted, was at the Newcastle
Yes.
one. Rich Rapone was standing outside, and I swear to God, everyone there thought he was you. I don't know which one of you,
Yes,
which one of you that affects more.
Rich is much better looking.
Oh. And I guess even the a lot of this, the programs are volunteers and they have their small organizations that hold them. And I think it's a true testament to the people that we have in Lawrence County, that there were so many of them and that we all couldn't make it to all of them, but that we tried to represent where we could. So, yeah, I think it was good throughout the county. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
We do a good job of that.
yes. That's it.
All right. Up next, we'll get into the new resolution part of the Sports of the Circus. Chris, what number is this meeting? 105. All right, this is a resolution appointing, we're entering into a contract with Emily Sanchez Perotti, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly,
Yes, Morgan.
as the Assistant Solicitor and Right to Know Officer for Lawrence County. This came about our actually current until the end of the day, Assistant Solicitor Carrie Flannery decided that she no longer wished to take on those duties and submitted a letter of resignation or an email of resignation. I don't know specifically which one. And so that opens up a need for a new assistant solicitor as well as a new right to know officer, which is the predominant job of the assistant solicitor, at least at this time. Attorney Sanchez Perotti came highly recommended to us by the Court of Common Pleas, by the District Attorney's Office, and generally by everyone that ever had interaction with you. We had a meeting last week where you agreed to serve in that capacity. The other thing I'll note, and I'll turn it over to my colleagues for any comments that they have, one of the problems that we consistently talk about in Lawrence County is that we have, whenever young people graduate from their high schools or from Westminster College or from wherever they might be getting their education, they have a tendency to go towards the cities, to go towards Pittsburgh or Dallas or Nashville. And Attorney Sanchez Perotti has decided to make Lawrence County her home, and we're certainly thankful for that. But it's important as a county, I believe, that we work to cultivate and bring young people into these positions so that we build up our talent pool. Because without people like you in Lawrence County, we're never going to be able to get back on our feet. So we're certainly happy that you chose to stay in Lawrence County, and we'll look forward to working with you in this not necessarily new but additional capacity for you. So thank you for your willingness to serve.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Questions, comments from my colleagues?
I would just reiterate, thank you for coming on board, and I know you'll work closely with our solicitor, Attorney Medor, in anything that you need to know in the capacity as our right to know officer and or assistant solicitor. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor, I'll echo my colleagues' thanks. I will also express an apology to you. You came over last week and met with the other two commissioners. I had another conflict, work-related, that I was not able to join you, so please accept my apology for that. But,
Well, no apologies necessary, but I'm happy to meet you today.
likewise, and we do look forward to working with you, and if there's anything we can help you with, please let us know.
Thank you.
Thank you so kindly.
Thank you.
All right, I will take a motion to approve resolution 2022-105, which authorization is hereby given to execute a one-year consulting agreement with attorney Emily Sanchez Perotti for legal services and total cost is $12,000 made payable in 12 monthly installations. And again, this contract will officially commence on the 1st of June, which is tomorrow. So we will not go through any lapse in right to know officer for the individuals who have a propensity to utilize that office.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, question on the motion. Chris, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Congratulations. Looking forward to working with you.
Thank you.
You're officially on board.
And I don't mean to run, but I do have to get back over to Central Court, so I really
Okay.
appreciate it.
If any of us were sitting in those chairs, we would have been out of here long. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Up next, we have 106. Similar type of executive appointment here. Appointing Chad Strobel as the Director of EMA / Department of Public Safety effective on May 31, 20. I'm thinking for payroll purposes, do we want to make it May 30th? Because that way it forms a full pay period,
Works for me.
just for simplicity's sake.
Absolutely. Right.
So we'll make that May 30th, 2022. Chad has been an exemplary interim director. He's kept the Board of Commissioners in the loop of all major emergency events taking place in Lawrence County. He's worked very well with our police chiefs, our fire chiefs, our EMA heads, not just in the course of his tenure as interim director of EMA, but also in his course as a longtime deputy
Right.
director of EMA, where he was able to learn from former Director Parrish, and even before that, from the directors that came before Jeff. Internally, he comes highly recommended. Externally, he comes highly recommended. In fact, he'd be here today, except for we just met with him about an hour ago. Except for the fact that he's currently running a training for the nuclear plant down in Monaco. Shipping port. My apologies, shipping port. With regards to in the event of a nuclear incident there, how to get people evacuated from that area, where they're going to come, what they're going to do. Actually, a lot of it takes place at Mohawk and Union School District, which I just learned today. But no, he exemplifies public service. He's done a phenomenal job throughout his tenure at Lawrence County Department of Public Safety, and we're certainly happy to have him with us as the new Director of Public Safety. And I'll note that he accepted the posting about an hour and a half ago, with the prerequisite, of course, being that we vote on it here. So with that being said, I'll take any questions or comments from my colleagues.
Other than I would reiterate everything that you said, and we have full confidence. I have full confidence. I know we all have full confidence in what John Libby will do. Yes.
I concur. Chad's a top-notch professional.
Yes.
And he's also very, as Commissioner Boyd said, he's well thought of internally and throughout the county. But he also has a good working relationship with his peers throughout Western Pennsylvania, and works very closely with his neighboring directors. And this is an excellent appointment of an excellent person.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'll take a motion to approve 106.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Question on the motion. Chris, please call roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes, although the salary will be determined by salary at a later date. Up next, this is just getting our capital budget sort of in line. This will be 107. This is transferring $36,925 from capital. This is the capital account, it's not a general fund. But capital expenditures, major equipment into IT, other improvements. It's already paid out, but this was the audiovisual upgrades that took place in the courtroom. So this is just getting the budget kind of straight around where it needs to be. I'll take a motion to approve 107.
So moved.
Second.
The motion is second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Question on the motion. Chris, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 108. This is a couple of different things. Capital expenditures contingency account for maintenance, other improvements, that $51,000. I want to say that was related to one of the elevators that we had to fix. I believe it was over at the jail, but it came out of the
Yes.
maintenance. I think that's it, but I can confirm that if you want me
Okay.
to. Again, it's already paid out, and it's reflected in that count, it's just we have to move the money to offset that. And then this one is for security improvements out at DJ Nicholson's office. This transfers the requisite money needed to go out there and make some security improvements at that office. Questions, comments on that? I'll take a motion to approve 108.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, any further discussion? Hearing none. Question on the motion. Chris, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spielvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. This 109, it's a large sum of money, but it's for our P Corp insurance. The fund in the aggregate took a $15 million hit last year, so our rates increased a little bit. On top of that, I only budgeted for one portion of what P Corp covers. I didn't budget for the entire portion. So we're moving $115,278 from both our contingency and our community redevelopment fund to cover the bill for our liability insurance for this fiscal year. Questions, comments on that?
just to note, and it's an apple and an orange, I'll preface this, but we will be receiving, most likely, a safety grant from Pete Corp. More than likely in the amount of $30,000. So, again, this is an apple, that's an orange,
Right.
but it's the same entity from which those dollars will be coming, so makes this a little less painful, I would say.
Well, and there, I'll note that P Corp and P Quantum are both very good to us. Last year, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago at this point, we put out an RFP for general liability and for workman's comp insurance. And the results and what we got back in, we've got a really phenomenal
Yes.
insurance plan at a really good cost to the county. So we have actually taken this stuff out to bid, or at least out for analysis.
Right.
Whenever, Joe, for example, needs anything with insurance, they're always one call away and we're always willing
Absolutely.
to work with them. It's really a quality, top tier, insurance program. So, that 115,000 sounds like a lot of money, but at the end of the day, we'd be paying more than even 115 plus what we're paying now, for lesser insurance
Yes.
if we went to another entity. So I'll take a motion for 109.
So moved.
Second, a motion is second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, question on the motion. Chris, please call the roll.
Commissioner Spillvogel?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Controller, moving $1,750 from their contingency to their travel and training account to attend a conference in July. That's our only administrative transfer. I'll take a motion.
So moved.
second.
Motion is second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Question on the motion. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have no ordinances on the table for introduction with final action. Next commissioners meeting will be on Tuesday, June 7th at 10 a.m. in the commissioners meeting room. We'll have an elections board meeting that same day at 8:30 to certify the recount. And then as Dan noted, the planning commission meeting is canceled due to lack of development. Any additional public comments? Seeing none. Any additional business to be brought before the board by either of my colleagues?
Yeah.
Joe?
No, sir.
Chris?
No.
We are adjourned.
Very good.
You guys stick around for a second. You guys will appreciate this. We'll wait till the camera comes down.